welcome back. Today we have this new device here. This is the Mirai speaker home, made by SoundFun. So pretty interested on how this works. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys do consider subscribing. Make sure you guys do leave a comment below. Let me know what type of speakers do you guys like to use. I like a lot of speakers. I don't have really a preference. I think it depends on the situation. I know Soundcore's got some amazing on the go. Sonos has amazing indoor home entertainment speakers. Herdio, I was just testing those out. They're not that bad for outdoor. A lot of stuff. So we're going to test this out. If you're interested in this one, the one that I got, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. I always try to hook you guys up with a good deal. And if not, you guys could always check the description below and see exactly what it is that I have. So let's check this guy out. I'm kind of pretty excited about it. A lot of stuff here. So, all right. So first thing we get, power supply. Seems pretty good. Actually, just looking at this thing, yeah, it's beefy. It's a big chunky monkey. And then we also get some cables here. Looks like it's going to be 2 aux cables. And then here is the speaker itself. Now this is actually, I was very interested in this speaker because of how it has it set up. And I believe these guys were at CES also. But the biggest thing, the way this thing is coned, is just like this. You stand it like a bookshelf and it's coned up. It's crazy. Now it looks, I believe this came from, it says made in Taiwan, so it has everything in Taiwanese, so I obviously can't read it, but I'm guessing this is going to be the least quietest, and then it's going to go all the way to the loudest, I guess way over there. And like, I don't know why it wouldn't stop right here, but that's fine. Yeah, and it's got a power button. Here is, well, it's power switch and then the power cable. So let's go ahead and test this guy out and see how it works. Now, plugging it in, it does feel pretty good. And I did think it was going to be sitting like this, but it doesn't sit down like this. It's going to sit down like this. So that way the sound comes this way. And it's basically because this cable won't be able to sit down. So we're going to move the speaker right up here. That way you guys can see it, how to test it out. Now, I believe you can also set this up on your TV. So they did send, it looks like this is going to be like a digital analog audio converter. So there it is. Yeah, you just plug it in. You have your power buttons and stuff like that, which is pretty nice. You have your optical and then all the different audios. It's pretty legit. And then a couple more things is you'll have your optical cable. You have it looks like it's going to be a standard USB. And I don't know why they wouldn't give you a power brick. It has the cable for the power, but no power brick. So that's something that you might have to get extra. And then of course you get your little remote right there. So we're going to go ahead and connect this guy and see exactly how it works. Now the cool thing is I do have this other device from Thax Onyx. This is a very high-end USB to 3.5 millimeter analog adapter. Now I've done reviews on this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my phone, and I'm all over the place right here. I'm going to hook it up right here so I'm plugged in. Looks like I got power. Plug this guy in through the back of the device there and plug in my phone here. So here we go. We are plugged in. When I crank up the volume, I do hear like a hissing sound. Now I do understand with some audio devices, sometimes when you have, when you connect stuff, you'll hear like feedback and maybe some frequencies. This one, I just unplugged it from my phone and I could still hear it. So that's the only big downside from it. So here we go. I'm plugged in. It seems like the sound kind of stopped. I'm plugged in all the way. I checked all the cables, make sure everything's plugged in. And yeah, here we go. We're on my travel channel now. And we're going to go here to one of my videos that I know has a lot of music throughout the whole thing. And here we go. It looks like we're on. I'm going to use my phone to crank it up.
Thank you for everyone that is a subscriber, anyone that's left me a message, a comment.
Pretty good.
Or has followed me on social media. Thank you.
Let's go to the music, see how it sounds.
On yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah.
Okay, so just testing it out. Obviously you can control the volume up here too. So let me go ahead and stop this so I could show you guys exactly the levels. It's definitely not made for high-end party house. This is meant for more if you're like, if you need the sound close to you, but you don't want to crank it, but you want it loud enough for you to hear it. The clarity is good up to a point. Once you get there, and I'll show you guys here, you could definitely hear when it passes that point. So you got several volume knobs, and I'm gonna point it right to where it sounds decent, like it's like right there. Anything past this, then it starts to get super distorted. There is no bass on this thing. It sounds very distorted once you do get there. So keep in mind, there it is. This is how you set it up, and then you plug it in the back. Keep in mind though, if somebody does have to crank up their TV because their TV is too soft and they're trying to be a little bit more clear, some clarity, this is going to be a decent speaker to have close to you, where you could just turn it up a little bit, and instead of blazing the sound from across the room, this will actually push the volume right to you. Now it does sound decent enough where if you're just trying to listen for voices and stuff like that, the clarity is actually pretty good. The only thing is, again, I wouldn't recommend cranking it anything beyond like a mid-level, because then it does get pretty distorted, and if there's any music or anything like that, then it just sounds, you're not going to get that punchy sound that you want. Very decent on the highs, okay on the mids, and the lows are just non-existent. But other than that, speakers, it's pretty interesting how they have the cone shape where you could put it in any which way direction and you get good sound. When I was cranking it up, I was just like, oh my gosh, that seems like it's a little too loud. And I was able to go even past that final one. I kind of wish they would have like a little click where it just stops right there. But when I moved it down, and I wasn't like that loud, and I was just like, oh, let me try it right here. It was plenty clear and good enough for like, especially like the older generation, that just want something that's going to be simple, plug and play, put it in. You just want it enough so you can hear it. Yeah, it's a decent speaker. So I'm going to leave this information in the description below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, if you guys are interested in this one, shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.